all you need is a pot of water? I think I can manage that. Traveler, yes, just a pot of water, only a big one. So now what happens when Traveler knocks at Rupabai's door? Rupabai gives an excuse that her storage or her larder is empty and she doesn't have anything at her home to cook or give the traveler. So, what does the traveler say? He says that he has a magic stone which will help him to prepare a delicious soup. He only needs is a bowl of water. So Rupabai says, okay, I'll give you one bowl of water. So now let us see what happens. Rupabai goes back to her cottage. Traveler collects wood and makes a fire in one corner. Other neighbors peep out from their doors and windows and watch quietly but curiously. Rupabai comes out with a very big pot. Rupabai, here's your pot of water. Traveler, thank you. Now just wait and watch. Puts the pot on the fire, takes out a stone from his pocket and drops it in the pot. Rupabai, a magic stone that makes soup? I can hardly believe this. Sits down to watch. Traveler, sniffing and pretending to enjoy the aroma. Ah, lovely. It's going to be really delicious. If only we had one or two potatoes to add, it tastes heavenly with potatoes, but alas, we don't have any. Rupabai, one or two you said. Let me see if I have just one or two left somewhere. Yeah, luckily, I had just a few left. I've even peeled them
Puts
for
the
you,
potatoes
traveler.
in the pot,
Puts the
stirs for
potatoes
some
in the
time,
pot,
and
stirs for
sniffs
some time
again.
and sniffs again.
What with the
What with the
potatoes
potatoes you have
those
given,
would
the
give it a
soup will
tempting
now
color,
be terrific.
wouldn't they?
Carrots and
But that
tomatoes
would be
would
too
give it
much
a
to hope
tempting
for.
color, wouldn't they?
What with the potatoes
But that
you've
would
given,
be too much
those
to
would give
hope
it a
for.
tempting
Rupabai,
color, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
But that would
So
be
students, now what happened is, the traveler asked for the pot of water. Rupabai bought the pot of water and handed it over to the traveler. Then what did the traveler do? He put the pot on the fire and started the flame. So traveler started pretending as if the soup is cooking, and he also adds that what if I had potatoes to add in the soup? It would be tasting heavenly or very nice. So Rupabai said, let me see if I have one or two. So Rupabai brings the potatoes and hands it over to the traveler. And what does the traveler do? He adds the potatoes in the bowl of water. And then again he acts as if the soup is tasting nice or something. So he again says that if he has carrots or tomatoes, again the soup would be tasting heavenly. So Rupabai says that I don't know. So now let us see what happens next.
means
Sonabai comes out with some
Sonabai comes out
tomatoes.
with some
Sonabai.
tomatoes.
Hello, hello. Maybe I
hello.
can be of
Maybe
some
I can
help.
be of some
I
help.
had reserved these tomatoes for
reserved these
tomorrow.
tomatoes for
But
tomorrow.
I am
But
always
I'm
willing
always
to
willing
help,
to
you know.
help, you
And
know.
I know that Hirabai
know
has
that
plenty
Hirabai
of
has
carrots,
plenty of
but I'm not
carrots,
sure if
but
she'll
I'm not
share
sure
a
if
few
she'll
with us.
share a few with
Hirabai
us.
enters with a few carrots.
Hirabai
I
enters
don't
with
have
a few
plenty.
carrots.
In fact,
I
I
don't
too
have
was
plenty.
reserving this for tomorrow.
In fact,
But
I
never
too was
mind, if
reserving
Sonabai
these
can
for
spare her
tomorrow.
tomatoes, I too can spare this. After all, we don't get to see a magic stone making a soup every day. So students, what happens is, Sonabai comes in and hand overs the carrots to the traveler, and she also says that she doesn't have tomatoes but Hirabai has the tomatoes. So even Hirabai comes and hand overs the tomatoes to the traveler. Now let us see what happens further. I am really speechless, you noble ladies. This is going to be a famous soup. It reminds me of the soup I had made some time ago. I had
To be
added
a famous
just a
soup.
few beans, onions, and I think a little piece of ginger. And what flavor it had! Those are the only little things missing now. But what we have is also good enough. You can't always have the best. Motiram enters. Motiram, why not? If you can have the best, why miss the golden chance? Here, Take this. When help is needed, old Motiram doesn't lag behind. Offers vegetables. Traveler. How can I ever forget your generosity? Add all the vegetables and sniff. Ah, absolutely mouth watering. What flavor! What aroma! What taste! Takes a sip. Marvelous! If only I could add a pinch of salt, it would be perfect. Rupabai. I'll get some salt and bowl for all of us. Traveler. Thank you. I was about to suggest that. Exit Rupabai. You are all being so kind and helpful. It's an unforgettable experience. Rupabai returns with salt, pepper, and balls. Traveler adds the salt, stirs, and serves the soup to everyone. Rupabai. Ah, wonderful. You can taste the goodness of fresh vegetables. Sonabai. Yes, unbelievable. No one would think that this soup was made with a stone. Motiram. You have said it. Such delicious vegetable soup and made with a stone. Hirabai. I wonder what happens to the stone. Does it melt away? Traveler. Oh no, it remains the same. Takes out the stone from the pot. Take a look. This was the stone that made the soup. Aside to the audience, have you guessed the secret of the stone soup? Smile. You can make it even without the stone. Curtains as everyone enjoys the soup. So, students, now what happens is the traveler appreciates the women because they gave him the vegetables, and he also says that last time he made a soup with all the vegetables, example beans and onions and ginger, and it was too good and it was the best. So while he was talking to the woman, Motiram enters and he says that why to miss chance when you can cook a nice and awesome soup. So even he hands over the vegetables to the traveler. And then the traveler says that how can he forget their generosity and their helpfulness. So he again acts as if the soup is actually cooking properly. So he takes a sip of a soup and he says that everything is fine. The soup is very good, but it only needs a pinch of salt. Then Rupabai goes and brings salt and bowls for them to try the soup. And then everyone takes a sip of soup and everybody likes the soup because it was made with the vegetables. So everyone wondered what happened to the stone which was inside the pot. Then the traveler removes the stone and shows them that the stone is the same and the soup can be made without the stone also. So students, this was the story. I hope you all have understood. So it was a fun story. You can enact it at your home with your siblings also. Thank you.